Raheem Sterling scored what looked like the winning goal in the 92nd minute against Tottenham. City fans went wild. They thought the game was theirs. The Etihad was shaking, but then VAR ruled it out. Why? Because of something called offside, a rule that even lifelong football fans sometimes find confusing, and today we're going to break it down once and for all. When this goal was scored, everything looked fine. Sterling was in an onside position, the goalkeeper wasn't blocked, and the net was bulging. So why was it cancelled? The problem wasn't Sterling at all, it was Sergio Aguero. And to understand why that mattered, we first need to break down what the offside rule actually means. At its core, offside is actually quite simple. You can't just stand near the goal waiting for an easy pass. To score, you need to time your run. If you're already behind the defenders when the ball's passed to you, that's offside. Think of it like an invisible line across the pitch. The defenders and goalkeeper together create that line. As long as you're level with them or behind when the ball is played, you're safe. Step across too early and you're caught offside. Here's an analogy. Imagine you're racing in athletics. If you sprint before the starter's gone, it's a false start. You've gone too early. Offside works in a similar way. You can't start your run before the ball is actually played. Now that we've seen the simple version, let's look at what the rule actually says. And don't worry, we'll keep it clear. The first part is all about timing. Offside is judged at the exact moment the ball is played forward. Not when you first touch it, not when you score, but the instant your teammate makes the pass. That's why VAR freezes the frame as soon as the ball leaves the passer's foot. It's like taking a photo finish in a race. One split second decides everything. The second part is positioning. To be onside, you need to be either level with or behind the second last defender at that moment. Usually that's the goalkeeper and one outfield player, because the keeper is normally the last man back. But football is chaotic. Sometimes the goalkeeper charges forward, leaving two defenders instead. Suddenly, the line changes. This is where even experienced fans get confused. The third part is involvement in play. You're not automatically guilty just for standing in an offside position. To be penalized, you need to be part of the play. That could mean touching the ball, blocking the goalkeeper's vision, or distracting defenders. If you're standing offside but not interfering, play continues. But the moment you gain an advantage from being there, like pouncing on a rebound, the flag goes up. And here's one more subtle detail, the ball itself matters. If you're ahead of the ball when it's played and there are no defenders between you and the goal, you're offside too. It's not only about defenders, you can't be closer to goal than the ball itself. Now, here's something that surprises a lot of casual fans. There are certain situations where offside simply doesn't exist. From a goal kick, you can't be offside. From a throw-in, same story. From a corner kick, you can literally stand on the goalkeeper's toes if you want. And if you're still in your own half when the ball's played, you're always safe. These exceptions are crucial. Without them, football would constantly be stopping. Imagine a throw-in where every single attacker near goal gets flagged. The game would never flow. These exceptions keep the game moving. So let's bring this to life with a few clear examples. First example, a striker times his run perfectly, starting level with the defenders when the pass is played. He bursts through, scores, and it's a clean goal, perfectly onside. Second example, the striker cheats by starting too early, ahead of the last defender. Even if he times the finish beautifully, it doesn't matter. He was already guilty at the moment of the pass. Third example, a teammate is standing offside but isn't part of the play. He doesn't touch the ball, doesn't block the keeper, doesn't distract defenders. In that case, the flag stays down. But if he moves towards the ball or gains an advantage, suddenly it's offside. There's also the goalkeeper twist. If the keeper rushes forward to close down a player, suddenly two defenders form the line instead. Many famous goals have been disallowed because fans assumed the keeper is always the last man. Not true. So how does this connect back to Sterling's disallowed goal? Sterling himself, onside. The keeper had a clear view, but VAR zoomed in on Sergio Aguero. When the pass was made, Aguero was already ahead of the second last defender. And worse, he wasn't passive. He was the one who received the ball before Sterling put it away. By touching it, Aguero became active in the play, and that's what killed the goal. One step too early, and City's dream was shattered. The stadium went silent and Tottenham progressed to the semi-finals. A brutal reminder that the offside rule doesn't care if it's the first minute or the 92nd, it's absolute. But this raises a question, why does this rule even exist? Without it, football would be chaos. Imagine strikers just standing next to the goalkeeper all game, waiting for long balls. Defenders would be dragged out of position, matches would look more like ping pong than football. The offside rule forces attackers to be clever with movement and timing, and it rewards teams that work together instead of goal hanging. And today, with VAR and semi-automated offsides, the rule is more controversial than ever. Lines are drawn across the pitch, fans hold their breath, and goals are celebrated twice, once when the ball goes in, and again when VAR confirms it. Some love the precision, others say it kills the emotion. But whether you like it or not, offside remains one of football's most important rules, the invisible line that decides history. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, you will love this one.